Hey everyone, it's Jason. So this video is part 2. I'm going to go over the rest of the actually sets. So this would be the deluxe versions as well as the expansion packs. So yeah, check out the first video if you just want to see the cards from all the first one. I go through each one. Or check out the how to play video if you want to know what the game is about. In case you clicked on this first. It'll explain what it is. It's a trivia game about nerdy and geeky stuff. Yeah, so this video is going to cover the 3 sets that weren't available in the regular edition. They're only available in the bigger deluxe edition, which are anime, horror, and then 80s and 90s, as well as the community set, so I guess 4 sets, plus Dimension 20 and Trapped Treasures, which are 2 expansion packs you can pick up. So like the other video, I'm not going to read through all the cards. I am just going to set them down and go... just go over all the, just read the name of the card of the type, and then you guys can kind of decide. If you want to pause the video, read the actual cards, that's up to you if you want to spoil the trivia for yourself. Just to break down what the cards are, so it's going to say name, categories, anime, so this is Dragon Ball Z, 1989 anime, so it just specifies when this film or movie, show, or book, or whatever, was originated. Not necessarily this has to take place in only the 1989 part of the anime. It could have been, like something as new as like the 2003 version. As long as it was part of that, like they do that with Doctor Who. I don't think it only covers like just the 1960 Doctor Who. It covers all the way up to the new ones. Then the yellow part is the incorrect statement. The green line here is the correction, and then below that is kind of like a more exact answer. And then at the bottom of some of the cards, Mike Trapp, who's the host and creator, will occasionally, spout out some snarky remark. So here we have Dragon Ball Z, Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note, Samurai Champloo, Revolutionary Girl Inta, Love Live, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Demon Slayer, Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Durarana, I'm going to mispronounce a lot of these names, Akira, Hunter x Hunter, Soul Eater, Your Name, Fooly Cooly, or FLCL, Sailor Moon, Lupin the Third, Princess Mononoke, Future Diary, Mob Psycho 100, My Hero Academia, Wolf Children, Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, VTubers, Ponyo, Fruit Baskets, Ninshiju, and Psycho Pass. And on the other side, we have Assassination Classroom, Yuri on Ice, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Blue Exorcist, Trigun, Naruto Shippuden, My Neighbor Totoro, My Hero Academia, My Neighbor Totoro Again, Bleach, Steins Gate, Cowboy Bebop, Digimon, Robotech, One Punch Man, Naruto Shippuden, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, The Promised Neverland, Hunter x Hunter, Pokemon, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, RWBY or Red, White, Blue, Yellow, Kiki's Delivery Service, Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic, The Seven Deadly Sins, Jujutsu Kaisen, Ghost in the Shell, Inuyasha, Voltron, The Legendary Defender, and One Punch Man. Alright, so those are anime categories. Then let's look at horror. Horror. Tremors, They Live, The Thing, The Sixth Sense, Resident Evil Village, Coraline, Seven, House of Leaves, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, World War Z, Little Shop of Horrors, Saw, The Final Destination, The Fly, True Blood, Hellraiser, Dawn of the Dead, The Stand, A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Blair Witch Project, It. Now, it's also good to mention that this mentions the 1986 book and not the movie. Psycho, The Mummy, Rocky Horror Picture Show, H.P. Lovecraft, Cabin in the Woods, Silence of the Lambs, Shaun of the Dead, Creepshow, and Soma. On the other side, we have A Quiet Place, Child's Play, Zombieland, Jaws, What We Do in the Shadows, Reanimator, The Shining, It Follows, Blade, Ghostbusters, Friday the 13th, Evil Dead 2, Sharknado, Dracula, Return of the Living Dead, Silent Hill 2, Halloween, Pet Sematary, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Cask of Amontillado, a 1946 short story. Oh, it's Edgar Allan Poe. I was just like, who is going to know that one? Scream, Get Out, Stranger Things, Candyman, 28 Days Later, Poltergeist, The Mist, The Ring, The American Werewolf in London, and The Exorcist. So there's all our different horror cards. Horror. Make sure I say that right. Horror. I think we have 80s and 90s. It's just kind of a crapshoot of everything. We have Pac-Man, Thundercats, Space Jam, Highlander, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mario, Buckaroo Bonanza, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Groundhog's Day, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Dragon's Lair, Baby Bottle Pop, Gremlins, Floppy Disks, Twin Peaks, Dig Dug, Furbies, Powerpuff Girls, Donkey Kong 64, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Captain Planet and the Planeteers, Police Story for the First Strike, Rogue, Tetris, Captain Underpants, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Karate Kid, Hudson Hawk, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Pulp Fiction, Skip It, Romeo and Juliet, Small Soldiers, Animorphs, Screensavers, Doom 2, Joust, Top Gun, Titanic, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Magic the Gathering, The Secret of Monkey Island, VHS, Fargo, Forrest Gump, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Office Space, Predator, Waterworld, The Magic School Bus, Blockbuster, MASH, Drunken Master, Pogs, Tron, Mortal Kombat, Microsoft, Encarta, oh my god, The Sandlot, and Pepsi. Alright, so those are our pop 80s, 90s stuff. Then we have the community cards. So these were ones voted on by the Kickstarter. So we have Aristocats, again kind of a grab bag of everything. Austin Powers, Sailor Moon, Gods of Drink, The Room, Kung Pao Enter the Fist, She's the Man, Django Unchained, Wicked, Cats, Attack on Titan, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Life is Strange, Glass, The Simpsons, Neon Genesis Evangelion, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Loki and Bulgar, One Piece, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Scooby-Doo, Step Up, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, True Grit, Robin Hood and Men in Tights, The Princess Bride, Hamilton, Unforgiving, Be More Chill, Lee J. Slays the Serpent, or Legion, maybe? Supernatural, The Magnificent Seven, Singing in the Rain, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, it's a specifically weird cut, Jack and the Beanstalk, Garfield, His Nine Lives, Little Red Riding Hood, Troll 2, Alice in Wonderland, Airplane, The Brave Little Tailor, Venom, Black Panther, Carcassonne, Skyrim, Chess, V for Vendetta, Cinderella, The Hunger Games, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Demon Slayer, Mamma Mia, Les Miserables, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hansel and Gretel, Monopoly, X-Men, Naruto Shippuden, 101 Dalmatians, and Survivor. Alright, so then our final two categories we're going to go through are Trapped Treasures, which is one of the 2 expansions you can buy. This one is cards that were previously on the show, like every other card, whether the deluxe set or the base game, are supposedly all new questions. I mean, I can't guarantee that none of them appeared after the show came, or after the set came out, or won't appear sometime between when this set came out and when you watch this video 5-10 years after I posted it, but they all should have been new at that point. So these are old ones that they've done. They had Disney villains, X-Men, Star Wars, Frankenstein, Lord of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons, X-Men, Harry Potter, Dungeons and Dragons, Hunger Games, Super Animals, Gilgamesh, Naruto, Ronald Dahl, The Mangler, The Legend of Zelda, X-Men, Grease, Scream, Kingdom Hearts, Masters of the Universe, Chronicles of Narnia, The Mystery Science Theater 3000, Neon Genesis Evangeline, Wreck-It Ralph, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Star Trek The Next Generation, Legend of Zelda, Star Wars, Venom. The other side we have Battlestar Galactica, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Twilight Zone, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Star Trek, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Mortal Kombat 3, Elf, James Bond Jr., Star Trek, Neopets, Lord of the Rings, Twilight vs. the Underworld, Sailor Moon, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Star Wars, Good Omens, Harry Potter, The Fifth Element, Star Wars The Clone Wars, Frankenstein, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Super Mario Kart, Sherlock Holmes, Chronicles of Narnia, Freddy Krueger, Harry Potter, Batman, Combo Man, and Time Machine. Alright, so then the very last one we're going to show off is Dimension 20, which is Brandon Lee Mulligan's web series about D&D games. So if you're not familiar with his web series, you won't know what any of this is, but these are various like D&D campaigns that they want. So Fantasy High is one of the D&D series, or like one of the campaigns they did. It's called Fantasy High. So this would be questions about that specific series. So you might not want to pick this one up if you haven't seen it, or hey, if you want, maybe it'll give you something interesting, reason to go check it out. So watch the names are going to be the same thing. So we have A Crown of Candy, Fantasy High, The Seven, Escape from the Bloodkeep, Misfits and Magic, Escape from the Bloodkeep, Fantasy High, Mice and Murder, The Unsleeping City, Fantasy High, Tiny Heist, Fantasy High, Fantasy High, Fantasy High, Fantasy High, Fantasy High, The Unsleeping City, Fantasy High, Fantasy High, which I think was like their main series, Fantasy High, Tiny Heist, Escape from the Bloodkeep, A Crown of Candy, Fantasy High, Unsleeping City, Crown of Candy, Crown of Candy, Escape from Bloodkeep, Pirates of Leviathan, Fantasy High, Crown of Candy, Mice and Murder, Unsweeping City, Crown of Candy, Fantasy High, Crown of Candy, Unsweeping City, Tiny Heist, Unsweeping City, Tiny Heist, Unsweeping City, Fantasy High, Misfits and Magic, Fantasy High, Pirates of Leviathan, Unsweeping City, Fantasy High, Escape from the Bloodkeep, Crown of Candy, Fantasy High, Mice and Murder, Fantasy High, Unsweeping City, and Unsweeping City. So if you're wondering why they included this, it's because College Humor and Dropout, who do the show, also did stuff. It's also the same channel as this, so kind of a collaboration that way, as well as Brandon Lee Mulligan has appeared on a lot of the episodes of Actually. So I think it's a good collaboration that way as well. Alright, so that was this one. I went through them pretty quick because I didn't want to read off all the answers. But again, you want to go through and pause them or go back and re-pause them, go ahead and do that. I just wanted you to get an idea of what was in these expansions and in this set, if it's something you wanted. Yeah, I hope you guys pick it up. See you guys later. Bye.